How's it going, guys? Josh Olufemii here, 20-second intro. We're starting a new series called Let's Talk. First guest is legendary music video director Matt Alonzo.
Matt Alonzo, amazing director.
Directed by Matt
Alonzo been going ham.
Matt Alonzo, filming Young Hustle.
Matt Alonzo.
It's my go-to director.
Lastly, if you click on the link below, you can get your first month of Envato Elements for only $9 for the first month. You guys know what Envato Elements is at this point. It's a video editor's dream, the best subscription service in the world. Download as many digital products as you want. Again, down in the link below. Let's get to the video. One thing that I learned from you was the importance of staying true to an artist's brand. Could you tell me a story where you had to kind of stray away from your preferences in order to fit that brand that you knew existed?
This was more coming to the artist to expand their brand, and which was Game Martians vs. Goblins video. He had essentially the same music video for 3 years, in my opinion. And so when I was looking at his video catalog and brand catalog, I was thinking to myself, everyone knows who you are at this point. You've laid the foundation. Now you can show different sides of you and just kind of expand your fan base and expand your brand identity, I guess. Now when I get a song to write a treatment on, I kind of discontinue my preferences. I don't really think about what I want to do as a filmmaker. I think about what I wanted to do as a filmmaker for this brand. And so I've kind of cut out all those ideas of, certain shots or certain cameras or certain things because, I just don't have them stored in my mind anymore because every brand and every music video and every opportunity is going to be different. So I have to be kind of a clean slate so that I can, take in the information and then deliver something based on that particular, set of information. And that seemed to help me out a lot as far as, creating something for the brand. And you have to override a lot of your personal preferences, because at that point, what you need to do is just make your personal preferences the brand's preferences. You need to make both of them kind of synonymous and the same so that you're making the best choice for the brand and for the visual for the brand, not necessarily for yourself.
I think like a good example I remember you talking about was like Birdman. Like if you had a dope treatment, someone rapping from like a carousel, that might be good for, Lil Pump or some of these younger guys, but Birdman, just his style, his brand would not. Even if you have the perfect setup, it's a dope thing, lighting amazing. You gotta respect people's brand.
The one thing I've been able to kind of gather from these young filmmakers is they really have, a great sense or a great knowledge or, a conviction about a certain setup or a certain, camera or a certain, lighting setup that they really, really like, but they don't really like it for any other reason than they really, really like it. And it's cool to really like something, but if you get an opportunity for, a music video for, Usher or somebody, Celine Dion or something, just somebody who's not, country or something, and then you have this idea of, a rapper performing upside down, shot on 8mm. It just doesn't translate very well. And a lot of youngsters that I've mentored over the course of my career, they've lost jobs and opportunities because instead of taking that music video as an opportunity to digest what that brand is about, do some research, they just took the idea that they had. The idea that they're holding on to in their minds and they want to do so bad. Like I want to use a robot arm and I want to do a robot arm with the car chase scene. And it's like, okay, cool. But then why are you going to do that for a Garth Brooks music video and just disregard everything that brand's about? And that's why they don't get those opportunities, because when that person reads the treatment, they're going, holy crap, this is not for us, So you want to have those cool ideas, but you just want to know when to use them. And so that's when it becomes less about, being a filmmaker. Like if you want to be a filmmaker and just create what you want, then you just do that. But at the same time, if you're a work for hire, you need to make sure that you're delivering a product that serves your client. And that's what it really boils down to. I think people mix up artist and being creative and freedom with filmmaking, and that is true. But at the end of the day, you still need to deliver a product that's going to work. Because you can have a really cool music video and deliver it, and it doesn't do well with that audience, and then you just you failed at your job. And although everything was executed and you got to do your crazy robot arm and everything, but it just didn't fit with that audience, and it fails. So just I guess really just digest what the brand is about and try to deliver and be the best filmmaker for that brand you possibly can is my words of advice.
That's so good, man. That's hilarious. My girlfriend was just telling me the same thing. I was like, wow.
But at the same time, I've also known a lot of creatives who've basically created their own lane. And I guess the best example I could have for this is like a Gibson Hazard, where he was going to do his style regardless, and he had to work a little bit, work a little bit harder to gather those clients. But every time a client was going to come to him, he was going to do what he wanted to do and do his thing, which was great. But it's a different route, it's a whole different route, and you have to be prepared to have a couple years of not getting any work, because it takes a little bit of time for brands to trust you and then build up the the eyeballs on your projects for people to actually come knocking at your door to get those opportunities. So, but he did do it, and there's a lot of other artists that I knew that I've known that were done the similar route.